Aisha stood under the shower for a long time, scrubbing her underarms over and over again. She used her strongest soap, and even rubbed salt like she'd seen online. But the smell didn't go away. She stepped out, wrapped herself in a towel, and sniffed again. It was still there. Rotten. Foul. Like something spoiled was stuck to her skin. Her heart began to race. What's going on? She thought. Why do I smell like this? Later that day, they sat in the living room eating rice and stew. Aisha tried to act normal, but she noticed the way Mimi kept turning her face and covering her nose. Mimi didn't even try to hide it. She kept making small noises and shaking her head like she was disgusted. Aisha looked up slowly, her eyes already wet. Mimi, do I smell that bad? Mimi paused with her spoon in the air and gave her a straight look. Yes. You smell more than rotten meat. I don't even know how I'm managing to sit next to you. Aisha dropped her spoon. Her eyes filled up instantly. But I've bathed twice today, she said, her voice shaky. I don't understand what's happening. This has never happened to me before. Mimi rolled her eyes. Well, maybe your body is just reacting to something. Or maybe it's finally showing people who you really are. Aisha blinked. That last part hit her harder than anything. What do you mean by that? Mimi didn't answer. She just kept eating like nothing happened. Aisha stood up and ran to her room. She shut the door and sat on the floor, her tears rolling freely. Why was this happening to me? What did I do? Next morning, Aisha woke up to the sound of drawers opening and bags zipping. She stepped out of her room and found Mimi packing her things. Mimi, where are you going? She asked, her voice low. Mimi didn't even look at her. I'm going to my parents' house. I can't stay here anymore. Aisha's heart sank. Because of the smell? Mimi turned sharply. Yes, Aisha. I can't live with someone who smells like a dustbin. I've tried to manage it, but I'm tired. Even the house smells now. Aisha stood there, frozen. She wanted to speak, to defend herself, but she had no strength left. I don't know what's wrong with me, she whispered. That's your problem to solve, Mimi said, grabbing her bag and walking toward the door. Good luck. The door slammed behind her. Aisha stood in silence for a long time. Then slowly, she sat on the floor, buried her face in her hands, and cried. Not just from pain, but from shame. After Mimi left, things got worse. Whenever Aisha stepped outside, people turned their heads away. Some covered their noses. Others whispered loudly as she passed. Why does she smell like that? She used to be so clean. What happened? She stopped going to parties. She stopped sitting close to anyone. Even in public buses, people would avoid the seat next to her. Some drivers would ask her to drop off early. The hurt ran deep. She began visiting churches, one after another. Some pastors poured oil on her, others laid hands on her head and shouted prayers. Some told her it was spiritual attack, others said it was a curse. She fasted. She cried. She begged. But nothing worked. Every morning, she woke up to that same smell. And every night, she cried herself to sleep, wondering what she did to deserve this. To be continued. Please like and comments for the next part.